Let there be light and something moved. No hand reached out, no blood was used. A few plain words across the night taught the dark the weight of light. No action asked, no force applied. Breathed in sound and silence died. The dark was split, the day was named, and nothing ever stayed the same. Every word goes where it's sent. It comes back changed by our intent. It builds us up, it sets a flame with every word we choose to name. From the light, the colors ran across the hills, across the land. Rivers spoke and forests stirred. Life awoke and words were learned. Beasts and birds took shape and ground. Each mountain set, each river bound. Then came man with his tongue and claim, calling himself by God's own name. Every word goes where it's sent. It comes back marked by our intent. It shapes the hearts we cannot claim with every word we choose to name. Crowns in line, man's spoken walls began to rise. Lines are drawn across the land. Names were claimed and names erased. Truth was bent and vows lay broken. Thrones were made with triplet hands. Crowns are carved from shifting sands. And every fire we let ignite cast shadows longer than the night. Every word goes where it's sent. It comes back bearing our intent. It brands the hearts we cannot claim with every word we dare to name. A word can pierce far deeper than steel. A lie can bend the heart it steals. A whisper feeds the restless tide and lights the fog when nations survive. But mercy spoken, soft and slow, can lift the wounded from below. A single truth, a gentle hand, can guide the lost to understand. Every word goes where it's sent. It comes back there in our intent. It brands our hearts we cannot claim as every word we dare to name. Every word goes where it's in. It comes back there in our intent. It brands the hearts we cannot I was digging through old boxes just the other day. Hidden inside was a diary where I used to dream away. A 20-something dreamer with a wild, restless heart. A list of places I'd go and the future I hope to start. Now the pages of yellow, like a photo worn by time. A silent witness to the dreams and all I've left behind. Yet somehow still a lantern for the life that became mine. Funny how our minds can wander. Funny how the years play their quiet tricks on us. Whisper softly through our fears. Late at night or drifting off the middle of the day, I walk through winding memories of the chances slipped away. Pain is left uncolored, the journey's left untried. The lovers that I let go and the battles fought inside. And the glory that I swore would someday carry me, now it whispers like an echo of who I'm meant to be. Funny how our minds can wander, and funny how the years play their quiet tricks on us. Whisper softly through our fears. It's late at night on the street, a weary smiling place. A middle-aged man in a suit that time could never replace. His shoulders slump beneath the weight of all that might have been. And in that moment I remember the boy we swore would win, and voted most likely to succeed, with all the world within his reach. Now he walks alone to the silence only memory can teach. There's a whisper in the air of all the roads we never took, a quiet ache for every masterpiece we never made, the songs we never wrote, the lovers we let slip away. Yet those ghosts of mine have been still warm us when we fall. A graveyard full of broken dreams that somehow still remember us at all. And when I look at my children, I see it in their eyes. The same old restless hunger, that same thirst inside. And all those ghosts I carry don't haunt me anymore. They're just the maps that show what this life is fighting for. I wrote this song to honor my younger self. The future doesn't vanish, it simply drifts when one looks away. So hold your dreams loosely, but never let them go. Don't wait for perfect moments, they might never show. Let your fears steal your dreams away. The world is yours, be brave enough today. Funny how our minds can wander, and funny how the years We put on a mask and pretend it's real. She opens the door, neon cuts through the dark. Adjusts her dress, her makeup just right. She's ready tonight.
At 20 her body's perfect, but her soul is scarred.
She sees him waiting, grinning, another older man's desire.
Inside she screams, but her smile stays wide. Pride for rent, youth for sale, another self to hide.
She puts on a mask and pretend it's real. He sits in his office, blue light paints the night. Files pile around him, a suit trapped in his self-made blight. Since his 20s, he's lived this quiet life.
Under the hum, beneath a cold fluorescent sky, he's trading hours for something he can't feel. No fire, no feeling, just the thrum of the machine.
Trading time for echoes he can't reclaim.
He puts on a mask and pretend it's real. They meet in the space between the light and the dark. She's selling a smile, he's buying a spark. He's trading lost years for a story to hold. She's trading her pride for glitter and gold. We put on a mask and pretend it's real, 'cause sometimes the feeling's all we can steal. The last class is over, her night shift begins. Serving drinks with a smile, collecting their sins. They leer and smirk, they don't know her mind.
She's sharp, she's bright, but she learned not to speak.
Her future's a gamble, her dreams are on hold. She's working her way out, one tip at a time. She puts on a mask and pretend it's real. She lies in her bed, midnight thoughts never rest. A life of regret she simply can't hush. She was the brightest, the smartest, the one bound to rise.
But perfection and wisdom both come with a price. While mediocrity thrived, they learned how to strive. She couldn't adapt, left alone in the dark.
Now in her 50s, she wonders where she missed her mark.
Ooh, she puts on a mask and pretend it's real.
All of us trapped in ways we can't mend, fighting wars that will never quite end, searching for a piece of truth we can lend. Some trade their smiles, some trade their pride,
till silence strips away all that we hide.
we chase diamonds and get dazzled by gold.
But in the end we just want our story told.
They meet in the space between the light and the dark. She's renting out her smile, he's buying her night. He trades the hum of the machine for her fire. She trades her pride for a flicker of desire. We put on a mask and
Pretend it's real,
sometimes a feeling is all we can steal. She forces a smile, he relives his routine. She counts her tips, she whispers into the night. How did my future slip out of sight?
and somewhere in the neon we all finally realize the cost of survival, the price of disguise. We put on a mask and pretend it's
We meet in the space between the light and the dark. My sweet boy, a spark of life within me. I loved you from that first soft kick deep inside. Now you stand before me, shoulders broad and handsome. Still in my mind, you're the boy I nursed. You say it's time, I'm leaving. A life out there awaiting me. Though my heart aches gently, I know there is a world for you to embrace. No, I am here, still loving. A light in your window, a steady flame that shines through darkness, thickest gray. So let your spirit soar, go where your heart is calling. Build a love that's strong and make it your home. If one day you wake to darkness surrounding, and the path ahead feels lost in a maze, know behind you stands a door, your family awaiting still, with arms open wide. My dear boy, your father stands before you, with a few parting thoughts to guide you on your way. We did our best to raise you with honor and with courage, so you can meet the world with a steady face. When you stumble, rise up, know your tears will dry. You'll find within the strength to understand why. You know I'm here, still loving. A beacon in your window, a steady flame that burns a quiet, constant light. So let your spirit soar, go where your heart is calling. Build a love that's strong and make it your home. If one day you wake to darkness surrounding, and the path ahead feels lost in a maze, know behind you stands a door, your family awaiting still, with arms open wide.
On a clear September day, free speech bled and walked away. On a clear midday, September 10, light clouds hung over Provo, Utah again. 3,000 gathered voices loud at Utah University.
A choice to debate, don't mistake it for hate, but a shot rang out straight to the throat. Silence fell where courage once spoke. Where freedom dwell, now fear awoke. He just wanted to debate. Now we're drowning in the hate. On a clear September day, free speech bled and walked away. Doesn't matter left or right, black, yellow, red or white. Stop, think before you shout. Try to hear the other side out. A voice is a voice, not a weapon. It's meant to speak, not to strike or threaten. Even if you don't agree with what they say, try to understand it's okay. In 1791 the Bill of Rights was signed. Free speech the first, protect both yours and mine. 200 years remind us still to listen first. That's freedom's way. We just wanted to debate. Now we're drowning in the hate. On a clear September day, free speech bled and walked away. Now the left and right just fight. Both sides claim that they hold the truth and light. Blame and hate fill every speech and feed. Politicians, media stars stoke the heat. Chasing ratings, they set the house on fire. No one dares to shout out loud. Say the king is naked to the crowd. The kingdom stands bare, stripped of all hope. Its ideals lost, hard to cope. Afraid to speak, afraid to stand, afraid to tweet will wreck your brand. Afraid a word will bring the mob, cancel you, erase your Are we afraid to hear each other? Are words no longer safe to say? I don't know how we ended here. Stop listening, lost our way. And the world grows darker every day. Stop, think before you shout. Hear each other, work it out. Listen now, or we will fall. Free speech will vanish for all.